Don't take flight, nighty night. Go the champions in rooms dancing with no one seen, or only one will, sun still.
TK Mafire! Trey Taylor's in the building, Torah nights. The Torah pushing head thrashing. Monkey killer? Got my beautiful rib to the right.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. Today's lesson will be a short and to the point. It will be entitled, We Should Be Afraid of Yahweh and Not Men.
Yeah.
Alright, first let's get some examples of the past to personify this. Let's start off in Joshua 5, verse 1 and 2. My wife will be reading that one.
Okay. When all the kings of the Amorites beyond the Jordan to the west, and all the kings of the Canaanites by the sea, heard that the Lord had dried up the waters of the Jordan for the Israelites, until they had crossed over, their hearts melted, and there was no longer any spirit in them because of the Israelites. At that time the Lord said to Joshua, make flint knives and circumcise the Israelites a second time.
Alright. Go down to 13 and 15.
13 to 15.
Con.
Once when Joshua was by Jericho, he looked up and saw a man standing before him with a drawn sword in his hand. Joshua went to him and said to him, are you one of us, or are you one of our adversaries? He replied, neither, but as a commander of the army of the Lord, I have now come. And Joshua fell to his face, and the earth he worshipped. And he said to him, what do you command your servant, my Lord?
Alright. And the final one, Joshua 6, verse 1.
Now Jericho was shut up inside and out because of the Israelites. No one had come to him. No one had come out of him, and no one went in.
Okay. It tells you right there the people were afraid. They feared Israel because Israel had their God, right?
Yeah.
That's what that whole example was. I'll go to 2 Chronicles 20, verse 15 to 20. It says, and he said, give heed, all Judah, and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and King Jehoshaphat, thus says Yahweh to you. Do not fear or be dismayed by this great multitude, for the battle is Yahweh's, not yours. March down against them tomorrow as they come up by the ascent of Ziz. You will find them at the end of the wadi in the direction of the wilderness of Jeruel. Alright, Jeruel. It is not for you to fight this battle. Stand by, wait, and witness your deliverance by Yahweh, O Judah and Jerusalem. Do not fear or be dismayed. Go forth to meet them tomorrow, and Yahweh will be with you. Jehoshaphat bowed low with his face to the ground, and all Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem threw themselves down before Yahweh to worship Yahweh. Levites of the sons of Kohath and of the sons of Korah got up to extol Yahweh of Israel at the top of their voices. Early the next morning they arose and went forth to the wilderness of Tekoa. Alright. So Yahweh was telling them, don't fear the multitude, because it's a great multitude. Yeah. Just fear me, I will fight for you. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to go down to verse 22. As they begin to enjoy shouts and hymns, Yahweh set ambushes for the men of Ammon, Moab, and the hill country of Seir, who were marching against Judah, and they were routed. The Ammonites and Moabites turned against the men of the hill country of Seir to exterminate and annihilate them. When they had made an end of the men of Seir, each helped to destroy his fellow. When Judah reached the lookout in the wilderness and looked for the multitude, they saw them lying on the ground as corpses. Not one had survived. Right? So basically, they pillaged. They found the bodies. By reading down, they found all the bodies and they pillaged them. They stole all the. It goes not stole, but got all the booty. There was much of it: the clothes, the goods, precious objects, things of that nature. Yahweh gave to them. Yes. Now let's go down to 29 and 30. The kingdom of Jehoshaphat was untroubled, and Yahweh granted him respite on all sides, or peace. Jehoshaphat reigned over Judah. He was 35 years old when he became king, so on and so forth. Now you get Exodus 20, verse 15 to 17. So far we see here that you shouldn't fear man no matter what. His numbers, no matter what he has. Yeah. Because if you fear Yahweh, you have everything he needs. Yeah. He's going to fight for you when you battle. So Exodus 20, verse 15 to 17.
Okay, 20, 15 to 17. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not cover your neighbor's house, nor shall you cover your neighbor's wife, or male or female slave, or ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor.
That's right. Out of fear of Yahweh. Right?
Yeah.
But Trey, tell. You're not supposed to fear the Creator. God is love. He's love. He gave his son, Santa Figure Claus Christ, to die for our sins. And receive Obama phones and a pap smear.
Pap smear.
Prosperity. Hallowed be thy name. Right. I'll go read Psalms chapter 2, verse 11 and 12. Psalms chapter 2, verse 11 and 12. It says, serve Yahweh in awe, tremble with fright, pay homage in good faith, lest he be angered and your way be doomed in the mere flash of his anger. Happy are all who take refuge in him. So say you serve Yahweh and tremble with fright. See that? Because we fear him.
Yeah.
Not like, there's an all-loving God, like churches lie to you and say that, you just do what you want and he's going to forgive you. It doesn't work that way. You should fear him. Fear his wrath. Right? Where you at? Go to Proverbs 8, verse 12. Proverbs 8. Yeah, you just passed it. Verse 12. 8 verse 12.
8 verse
13,
12.
I'm sorry, 13.
8 verse 13?
Yep.
The fear of the Lord is hatred of evil, pride and arrogance, and the way of evil is perverted speech I hate.
Yeah, that's right. Go to Proverbs 14, verse 27.
14:27. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, so that one may avoid the snares of death.
14, verse 27. Yeah, the fear of Yahweh is a fountain of life. Right? Go to Proverbs 10, verse 27. It's a good one here, too.
10:27?
27, yeah.
The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be short.
See that? So the fear of Yahweh prolongs your life. Right?
That's good.
Doing what he says, right?
Yep.
He'll bless you. But for the wicked, what? Their life will be short.
Correct.
That's for the One West niggatrons and Christian coon heathen bots. Yahweh's going to allow Trump and the Muslims to behead you with an axe and throw your remains into a meat processor.
I do.
And make you into supersized Big Mac McNigga Monkey Happy Meals. Let's go to Isaiah 41, verse 13 to 14. Pastor, catch up. I'll go ahead and read that. Isaiah 41.
Pastor, catch up. Tomato sauce.
Isaiah 41. Monkey demons.
Oh, goodness.
Isaiah 41.
Oh, pretty easy, but.
Verse 13 and 14. For I, Yahweh, am your God, who grasps your right hand, who say to you, have no fear. I will be your help. Fear not, O worm Jacob, O man of Israel, I will help you. See that? Have no fear. He will be our help. Get Psalms 27, verse 14.
Wait for the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord.
There you go. Proverbs 9, verse 10.
Hang on.
Next book.
Verse 9, verse 10. Sorry. The fear of the Lord is at the beginning of wisdom. The knowledge of the Holy One is insight.
So the fear of Yahweh is what?
Knowledge of wisdom.
The first sentence.
The fear of the Lord is in the beginning wisdom.
Yeah. The fear of Yahweh is what?
The beginning is knowledge of wisdom.
Beginning of wisdom. There you go. The fear of Yahweh is beginning of wisdom. Right? You can't have it without it.
Yeah.
Just be an idiot. So 12, we'll go to Ecclesiastes 12, verse 13. I'll get that one. The sum of the matter, when all is said and done, revere Yahweh and observe his commandments, for this applies to all mankind. All right?
Yeah.
All right, so it applies to all mankind. First step towards wisdom, we learned, is Yahweh, fear no man. As you said, the examples in the past, you even had other examples I left out, was in Exodus, when the Israelites were in terror of Yahweh. That was love. When he had his voice, it was like lightning and thundering on the mountain. The people were terrified. They said, only speak to Moses and Moses speak it back to us, because we're scared we're going to die from your voice, the thunder. Right? But Moses said, don't fear, because Yahweh is testing you so you don't sin.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was fear, so he don't break out and kill him and can bless him. All right? So that's love. So you should fear Yahweh. That's what he wants. Right? Every time you have a decision to make in life, you should think, well, what does Yahweh want me to do? All right? Because every situation could be life or death.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right?
It's the same like parenting, I guess, too.
Yeah, exactly. He's the father.
Fear your father, but love your father at the same time. Respect.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, so that's with that. You see here, I'm wearing the tunic my wife made for me. Got the menorah on it. Little thing I just wanted to put a little design on it. My business will be called Genesis Designs. We're up and running. Anything you want to add on to that?
No, just watch your space and you'll get your links and stuff like that. And if you've got any particular designs that you want, let me know and I'll see if I can make the vision come true.
Yeah, she's very talented. I will be leaving the link in the description box. You can check out the website. We do have online ordering, PayPal, credit, whatever. It'll be a service for the community. So check us out. See what you like. You can even email us. Anything. Ideas. With that, Shalom.
Shalom. YAHAWAH'S.
YAHAWAH'S. Shout out to our Knights. Keep doing the damn thizzle.